This evening, President Dr. Mohamed Irfan Ali faces calls from CELAC, Brazil, and bilateral partners to engage in dialogue with Venezuela. We'll discuss President Ali's response, his commitment to the ICJ process, and the upcoming meeting in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Our second story takes us to the inauguration of the Echoes to Great Diamond 4-lane highway, now renamed Heroes Highway. This tribute honors the 5 GDF ranks who tragically lost their lives in a helicopter crash. We'll delve into the significance of this infrastructure project and the lasting legacy of these national heroes. We have a tragic update on a fatal accident that occurred on the Friendship East Bank Demerara Public Road. 2 persons are now dead and several are injured following a 3-vehicle smash-up. We'll provide details on the incident, the victims, and the ongoing police investigations. We turn our attention to Argentina, where far-right populist Javier Milei has been sworn in as president. Milei's promises to overhaul the economy and the social security system are met with anticipation and concern. We'll explore the potential impact of these austerity measures. Lastly, we'll report on India's Supreme Court upholding the 2019 decision to revoke the special status of Indian-administered Kashmir. This decision follows legal challenges and carries significant implications. We'll provide insights into the ruling and those implications. Welcome to this broadcast of Channel 2's Headline News Update for December 11th, 2023. I am Bibi Bacchus. Thank you for joining us. First up, President Dr. Mohamed Irfan Ali has been urged by leaders from CELAC, the Community of Latin American and Caribbean States, Brazil, and bilateral partners to engage in dialogue with President of Venezuela. In response to an emergency CARICOM meeting last Friday, President Ali agreed to explore a meeting with President Maduro in St. Vincent and the Grenadines on Thursday, December 14, 2023. However, President Ali firmly reiterated that Guyana's land boundary, currently under consideration by the ICJ, is closed for discussion in bilateral talks. He emphasized that the ICJ process will not be an issue for such discussions. President Ali will continue engaging bilateral partners on defense cooperation and other political, social, and economic matters. Despite concerns, President Ali agreed to a meeting with President Maduro in St. Vincent and the Grenadines to be observed by Brazil, CARICOM, and a UN Under-Secretary General. The head of state noted that Guyana emphasizes its commitment to its development agenda and assures partners that existing arrangements will remain unchanged. Guyana remains dedicated to international peace, good neighborly relations, and adherence to the ICJ process for resolving the border controversy, ensuring the region remains a zone of peace. Also making the headlines, 2 persons are now dead and several are injured following a 3-vehicle smash-up along the Friendship East Bank Demerara Public Road on Sunday, December 10, 2023. The deceased are identified as Keon Chandos Edwards, also known as Mad Dog, of Kurukuru Susdike Linden Highway, and passenger Alvin Jones of Tushin East Bank Essequibo. Reports say that the incident occurred when the driver, Keon Edwards, attempted to overtake a line of traffic while en route to Georgetown. Edwards' minibus BYY 7440 collided with 2 cars, resulting in the minibus overturning and passengers ejected. The minibus then came to a halt on the western parapet of the road with excessive damages. Edwards and Jones were pronounced dead at the scene by emergency medical technicians. Meanwhile, the injured passengers were taken to the Diamond Hospital for examinations. According to the police, one other passenger, a male whose particulars are unknown, was picked up in an unconscious condition, examined by the doctor at the Diamond Hospital, and transferred to Georgetown Public Hospital Corporation for further treatment, as his condition was listed as critical. Police investigations into the accidents are ongoing. In other news, the Echoes to Great Diamond 4-lane highway on the east bank of Demerara was officially inaugurated and renamed Heroes Highway, in tribute to the 5 Guyana Defense Force ranks who tragically lost their lives in a helicopter crash on December 6. The honored servicemen, Brigadier Retired Gary Beaton, Colonel Michael Shahood, Lieutenant Colonel Michael Charles, Lieutenant Colonel Sion Welcome, and Staff Sergeant Jason Can were immortalized with this significant infrastructure project to alleviate traffic congestion on the East Bank corridor. President Dr. Mohamed Irfan Ali expressed deep appreciation for the sacrifices made by these national heroes, emphasizing that their dedication to duty and ultimate sacrifice should be remembered. The Heroes Highway, constructed at approximately $13.3 billion, features over 30 reinforced concrete bridges and 2 roundabouts. The roundabouts in Great Diamond and Eccles bear symbols and inscriptions commemorating the fallen soldiers, serving as a great reminder of their strength, resilience, and courage. President Ali highlighted the strategic importance of the highway in connecting various regions, with plans to link Essequibo, Demerara, and Berbice, creating a comprehensive interlink among the 3 counties. The commissioning ceremony paid tribute to the enduring contributions of the Guyana Defense Force, acknowledging their selfless service to the country. Stick around when we return. Kanu seizes over $40 million in narcotics in separate operations, and female prison officer nabbed with cannabis at New Amsterdam prison.
Giving you the best Christmas with Digitel.
Digicel is bringing you the best deals, the best prices, and the best cash prizes. Hold on to your Santa hats, because there's up to $50 million in cash to be won. Activate any data plan, and you can be one of 14 winners to join Digicel's Spin to Win game show, where you can win millions in cash. Activate a data plan today on the best network and make this Christmas the best one yet.
Digitel.
It's Christmas at Kissun's Furniture Store. We are fully stocked for the holidays with a wide variety of furniture to choose from store-wide. Beautiful sofas, dinette sets, rugs, pillows, foam and hybrid cooling mattresses in all sizes, beds in king, queen and single sizes, and so much more. Come on down to our mega store or our Rob Street location. Merry Christmas from Kissun's Furniture Store.
Good girl forget things.
What's the problem, Granny? I want money for borrow for those surgery. I was dancing and I fall and fracture my hip.
If you need some quick money, you should check Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop.
Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop, Lot 238 South Road, Border, Georgetown. Get jewelry made to order in just 72 hours. We also accept vehicles. Lender's, best rates, longest payback period.
Boys, I get through. Plus, I could dance again. Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop.
When you need money and you gotta get it fast, Creative Jewelry and Pawn Shop is the place for that confidential transaction in a quiet and secure location. You'll get the highest value per pennyweight for your gold and also enjoy the lowest interest rates and longest payback period too. Yes, for that instant transaction to solve a pressing financial problem. That Creative Jewelry and Pawn Shop, 46 Boyle Place, that's between the Ministry of Housing on Brick Dam and White Castle Fish Shop. Be your first and only choice. Creative Jewelry and Pawn Shop, safe and sound, solid and secure, always there for you. Telephone 231-7878 and 223-8955.
Hello, my fellow TikToker followers. He is Credit, and today all we will be making Chinese noodles with peppies, chow mein, chicken fritters, and spice cake. For the noodles, all of these will be using peppies, black pepper, cashew,
Chinese sauce, soy sauce, garlic sauce, paprika, Chinese seasoning, chow mein seasoning, fried spice, and all-purpose seasoning.
Next, this chicken that we marinate soak for all you don't know nothing with peppies, green seasoning, miracle seasoning,
Pepper sauce, chicken seasoning, paprika, garlic powder, dark seasoning, black pepper, onion powder, and ginger powder, and document plantain flour, and then this butter we make with this quick piece powder, and we
boiling high. We serve with peppies, barbecue sauce. Radhika went to the supermarket and she papa buy up enough things. She feels she alone can cook, but she routine even wrong. He shaped like a guy in a map.
Peppies has a wide range of ingredients available at supermarkets nationwide. Peppies, we put the pep back into your kitchen.
Welcome back. Kanu continues to rid the streets of illegal drugs with over $40 million in drug busts. Dale Jarvis has more details.
Officers of the Customs Anti-Narcotics Unit in Region 6 uncovered a boat carrying an estimated $30 million worth of marijuana last Friday, December 8, 2023. The discovery resulted from a joint operation with the Guyana Police Force near Okoka in number 52 Village Quarantine, Berbice. During the operation, officers observed a boat with 3 individuals. Upon realizing the presence of canoe officers, the occupants abandoned the vessel. Inspection of the boat revealed numerous parcels suspected to be cannabis concealed within larger bags. The seized vessel along with the suspected narcotics was transported to Canoe's Berbice office. Subsequent testing confirmed the substance as cannabis, weighing over 290 pounds with a street value of approximately 30 million Guyana dollars. Ongoing investigations are underway in connection to this incident. Additionally, just a day before, Canoe personnel discovered 25 pounds of cocaine in a 31 route minibus during another operation. In an intelligence-led operation at Providence East Bank Demerara, Canoe officers intercepted the minibus with registration number BLL179. The subsequent search revealed 10 brick-like parcels, leading to the arrest of a 33-year-old man from Canal No. 2, West Bank Demerara. The suspect, along with the seized narcotic, was taken to Canoe's headquarters where testing confirmed the substance as cocaine with an approximate street value of 12 million Guyana dollars. Reporting for Headline News Update, Dale Jervis.
Thanks, Dale. We'll tell you now that a female prison officer is currently in police custody after attempting to smuggle marijuana into the New Amsterdam prison on Saturday, December 9th. According to reports, an alert female prison officer stationed at the main gate of the New Amsterdam prison observed a colleague carrying a green water bottle entering the compound through the front entrance around 7:30 a.m. Following standard operating procedures requiring searches of all entering officers, the vigilant officer conducted a search on her colleague, yielding no results. However, a subsequent search of the water bottle revealed a transparent taped package containing leaf seasonal stamps suspected to be cannabis. Upon contacting her supervisor, a further search was conducted on the officer's motor car, with the discovery of a black plastic bag behind the driver's seat containing 2 transparent parcels wrapped with tape, also suspected to have cannabis. The police were summoned and the seized parcels weighing almost 300 grams and the water bottle were handed over. The implicated female prison officer was arrested and escorted to the Central Police Station. The officer remains in custody, actively cooperating with the ongoing investigation. Don't go away after the break. Indian court confirms end of special status for Kashmir, and Hong Kong holds patriot-only elections after shutting off opposition.
Giving you the best Christmas with Digitel.
This Christmas, it's all about the best. Digitel is bringing you the best deals, the best prices, and the best cash prizes. Get half off and a whopping 50 gigs of data when you purchase the Samsung A04 for just $14,000, the Samsung A14 for just $29,000, or the Samsung A24 for just $35,000. That's right, half off and 50 gigs of data. It doesn't get any better than this. So why wait? This Christmas, buy nothing but the best. Offer good while stocks last.
Digitel.
Sneakily with a gift of sight from Modern Optical Services. Let our professional team examine and prescribe what's best for your eyes. Our smiles make fashionable faces. See us for a full line of optical services, including brand name and prescription eyewear. Modern Optical Services, 316 Mill Street, Georgetown. Telephone 226-1082.
Good girl forget things.
What's the problem, Granny?
I want money for borrow for those surgery. I was dancing and I fall and fracture my hip.
If you need some quick money, you should check Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop.
Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop, lot 238 South Road Border, Georgetown. Get jewelry made to order in just 72 hours. We also accept vehicles. Lenders, best rates, longest payback period.
Boys, I get through. Plus, I could dance again.
Lender's Jewelry and Pawn Shop.
When you need money and you gotta get it fast, Creative Jewelry and Pawn Shop is the place for that confidential transaction in a quiet and secure location. You'll get the highest value per pennyweight for your gold and also enjoy the lowest interest rates and longest payback period too. Yes, for that instant transaction to solve a pressing financial problem. That Creative Jewelry and Pawn Shop, 46 Boyle Place, that's between the Ministry of Housing on Brickdam and White Castle Fish Shop, be your first and only choice. Creative Jewelry and Pawn Shop, safe and sound, solid and secure, always there for you. Telephone 231-7878 and 223-8955.
It's Christmas at Kissun's Furniture Store. We are fully stocked for the holidays with a wide variety of furniture to choose from store-wide. Beautiful sofas, dinette sets, rugs, pillows, foam and hybrid cooling mattresses in all sizes, beds in king, queen and single sizes, and so much more. Come on down to our mega store or our Rob Street location. Merry Christmas from Kissun's Furniture Store.
Welcome back. Now we take a look at what's happening in the region and around the world. Argentinians are bracing themselves for austerity measures after far-right populist Javier Milei was sworn in as president. He won the election by pledging to overhaul the economy, including taking a sledgehammer to the country's social security system. Al Jazeera's Teresa Bow reports.
With a promise to end years of decadence and decline, far-right President Javier Milei was sworn in on Sunday. In his inaugural speech, he expressed the hope that change has finally arrived. But he also warned the country the next few months will be difficult.
There's no alternative but to implement austerity. This will have a negative impact on jobs, salaries, poverty. There will be stagflation, but it's not very different from what we've seen in the past 12 years.
Present at his inauguration was Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky, also attending ultra-nationalist Hungarian Prime Minister Viktor Orbán and Brazil's conservative former President Jair Bolsonaro, in line with Milei's ideology. Juan Ángel says he's ready for what's coming next. He carries a chainsaw, which became a symbol during the campaign of how Milei will implement austerity measures in Argentina.
Milei will pass a series of laws immediately and reform the taxes that suffocate us. He says, how can we have all this land that grows so much food and the state takes away 60% in taxes? People are poorer every day.
Argentina has had a history of economic troubles, and many are concerned about the impact austerity measures will have on the population. Poverty rates are already almost 45%.
Javier Milei says he has the support of the people to implement a shock economic plan to cut down government spending and fight inflation. He's promising to transform Argentina, but there are fears that implementing that plan could generate a much bigger crisis.
For now, there is hope and excitement among those who voted for him. Teresa Bow, Al Jazeera, Buenos Aires.
Internationally, India's Supreme Court has upheld a 2019 decision to revoke the special status of Indian-administered Kashmir. The decision follows a series of legal challenges. Al Jazeera's Sonia Gallagher reports.
The moment India's Supreme Court upheld the government's decision to strip Indian-administered Jammu and Kashmir of special status and ordered new elections in the region by the end of September next year.
Restoration of statehood shall take place at the earliest and as soon as possible.
It was a decision welcomed by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, as well as hardline Hindu nationalists.
Jammu Kashmir is an integral part of India. There cannot be two flags and two constitutions.
In Jammu and Kashmir's capital, Srinagar, the response from politicians was one of disappointment.
This is the defeat of this nation. The Supreme Court has betrayed us, but we have not. By calling Article 370 temporary, they have weakened this nation.
Since 1947, Jammu and Kashmir has been at the heart of a bitter dispute between India and neighbouring Pakistan, a conflict forged as both nations gained independence from British colonial rule. The Muslim-majority territory is claimed by both countries and has been a point of violent struggle. Under India's constitution, Article 370 had conferred separate status on the territory for nearly 70 years. Revoking that had been Modi's key campaign promise in 2019, sending a clear sign to supporters of his intention to integrate the territory into the rest of India. Sonia Gallego, Al Jazeera.
And finally, Voters in Hong Kong are going to the polls in the first legislative elections in 2 years, but nearly all opposition candidates have effectively been banned under the new rules imposed by Beijing. Al Jazeera's Ibtisam Goinfong reports.
Hong Kong is holding what its authorities term the first patriots-only elections. The new voting system has made it near impossible for pro-democracy candidates to get on the ballot. Across the territory, posters, billboards, and cheerful mascots urge residents to head to the polls for the legislative vote.
We are trying our best to get every vote.
Hong Kong experienced its lowest turnout ever back in 2021 after Beijing imposed its sweeping electoral overhaul.
What's the point of voting? The political atmosphere is one-sided.
This time, the government has vetted the candidates and drastically reduced the number of seats decided directly by voters.
So I'm afraid democracy is off the agenda, and whatever they're doing now, and whatever they are trying to convince the public that the system that we're given is better than the previous ones.
Authorities began cracking down on pro-democracy activists in response to major demonstrations in 2019. After they arrested her, Agnes Chow skipped bail and fled to Canada.
In consideration of the political situation in Hong Kong and my personal health, my mental health, my physical health, and the high political risk of being, not being allowed to leave Hong Kong again, I have decided not to go back.
For those that remain, Hong Kong's executive chief John Lee announced plans for another national security law next year. Now all eyes are on the voter turnout to see how keen the territory's people are on the changes. Ibtisam Genford, Al Jazeera.
This brings us to the end of our regional and global news coverage. Up next is the 3-day forecast. And that's it, TV2 Headline News for this Monday evening. As we take our leave, we invite you to follow us on Facebook and YouTube. You can tune in tomorrow at 6:30 a.m. for a rebroadcast and at 7 p.m. for more news. Until then, please take care of yourself and each other.